They fantasize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah, they stand in lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka'u. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man, I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child, gave him a hug, told him I love him, we gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile, you made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, raise them high. This is dua. Praise in self, praise each other. Praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God open-eyed to see. Telling tales of wanderings, I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders, literal. You feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is me. This is pinnacle, step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray, ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five, hands up. This ain't a stick up, this is dua. Giving praise, they're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God, I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watch tower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers. Soul cakes of fire, caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise. To give sustenance, I've seen death eyes. The moon is my left eye, praise Yah, dua. This is House of ATTON, I don't have a mask on, I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this? Greek named Anubis. Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs, call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collecting plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts will flip a fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five, hands up. This ain't a stick up, this is dua. Scribal Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worth it. Attaining a purpose while searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it, their soul cannot take it. Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a medu netter, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Netter willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is sunbeam, set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting in this year. Wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarms. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and that God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat. And I command it, I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my eye, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore, Ma'at. Hotel.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword swing, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heru, I am him. King, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword swing, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heru. Words powerful, Hekau. See proof, you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust me.
Aaron. of Teru, present coming with Djed Sdm Maa, Primordial created by Djed Sdm Maa. Before I introduce the brothers on the panel, we will begin as we do every week with our Nefer affirmation. On the count, mic check, mic check. Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Unky and Ma'at, Un and S. Nintat on set and Ma'at. Min Hapapat and Ma'at. Her in Hugh Huey. Her Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. I am the mighty AFFIRMATION Ma'at, esteemed brethren. As a devoted disciple of the master teacher Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, I humbly serve as your guide and host within the sacred halls of the house of ATTON. Each week we gather here to immerse ourselves in the profound teachings of Ma'at, embarking on a journey of enlightenment. Within this sanctuary, we explore the depths of truth, drawing from wisdom, from ancient artifacts, and the profound teachings passed down by the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment extends beyond these gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee, I strive to live and breathe the principles of Ma'at, showing love for my people and resonating with the sacred vibrations of the MDWNTR. I stand as a steadfast guardian of Ma'at, protecting the sacred laws that govern our existence within the house of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Patah Aten Tahuti, Tati Vizier, overseer of administration of the house of ATTON, chief treasurer, Sheshna Suk, royal scribe of Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, Seb scribe of Ra, reciter of Aku, effective words of conscious light, one grade of Heka, excellent of magic, technology architect of Tahuti, bull of Ma'at, truly silent, controller of temper, most expert in his call, protector of the material, Nam Akka, Lord of excellence, son of the great unified Nu, holder of the secrets of the Dua, Smaui second, one skilled in arts of music and poetry, Kim Netta Tepi and Sheshet, high priestess of Sheshet, Saba and MDWNTR, teacher of the divine language, embodiment of Patah's writing board, and Tahuti's mirror, leader with the heart, great of humility, servant of the people. Tahuti manifests in him. Heru manifests in him as Patah. Neb Ma'at, Lord of truth. Shemsu Natiru, messenger and follower of the Natiru. Patah Ani, Aten Tahuti, a living nectar upon earth who lives in Ma'at. Djed Usir, life, stability, and wealth. And our presenter for the night, the mighty, the Djed Sdm Primordial Thought 9, is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom of universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the house of ATTON. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to Study Guide Sundays.
Tough, that mic cutting up again. Yeah, you sound really low right now.
Way too many buttons. And I've got an echo. I don't know where the echo coming from.
Hotep, let me get a mic check in here as a Tef. works on his mic. Put a 9 in the chat if everyone can hear me clearly. And Djed. Okay, perfect. Tua. Hotep Henu, everyone. Peace and love. Hotep Mary. Everyone, please hit the like button if you have not done so. Hotep Henu to those who are watching on the playback as well. Peace and love to everyone. We appreciate everyone for being here with us live and this process of learning the words of the great ancestors, reestablishing Ma'at. So Tua Henu, everyone. The support links are pinned to the top of the chat for those who are able to support the works that we're doing and Ma'at. So Uncle Djed Sdm, it's wonderful to be here on another Sunday evening. I'm definitely excited for the great Djed Sdm and this another installment of the Primordial Vision, Becoming Djed Season 1. Yeah, I'm just excited for this, and I already know it's going to be powerful. So please, everyone, support this great brother and his works and what he's bringing forward. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Peace and love to. Let's give a couple shout outs. Bijan Pharaoh, who says Hotep Henu Saba. Hotep Henu to Bijan Pharaoh. Angela Gates says maybe it's me, but Atef's mic is choppy. Yes, we're working on Atef's mic. To our sister for that. We have Hush Nation in the building. Peace and love, Hotep Henu. Mary Sekmet, Hotep, good to see you. Good to see you here. Uncle Djed Sdm to you. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing. houseofatton.org. Go and get your House of Atton gear and all the items that we have. Many new things are very close upon us. Yeah, to everyone for supporting. Hotep, great brother, Djed Sdm. Pass the mic to you, great brother Hotep.
Hey, peace, Hotep. Hey man, we making it happen, man. We here. Definitely excited to present today, man. Just I like it because it's an internal work. It's always a good, beautiful day to be here on the panel with you great brothers here today, man. Y'all know I definitely appreciate y'all great brothers. Appreciate everybody in the chat. To it for just y'all consistent attendance. It's a very never thing. Everyone's good, man. The out's good. We just trying to make it happen, man. We trying to take it one step at a time, leading with the left, and yeah, man, we just grateful, man. I'm like I said, I'm excited, and just shouts out to our Saba Tahuti Amun Hotep Ra. Class was phenomenal last night. If you don't know about daylight savings and while your ears ringing, check out the class. Check out the class from yesterday. Definitely fire. And yeah, man, we here, man, feeling good. How you feeling, great brother?
Yeah. Yes. All is never occur. Yeah, peace and love. Yeah, to you, great brother, and your consistency in the works that you're doing. Just watching your evolution, your kepara, and all of what's coming from that is, I love it. It's just such a powerful thing to watch something in its incubation stages and just grow, right? So Tua and Hinu to you. And yes, peace and love. Bijan Frail says, peace and love to Minku. Hope you're doing okay. Good Netzer. Hush Nation says, yeah, I miss Minku. Yeah, if anybody hears from Minku, definitely let us know. I know a lot of people have reached out and are asking about Minku, but you know, as briefly spoken about in last class, there hasn't been any communication. So, you know, sending positive energy, positive light out, you know, as always. So yeah, Tua. Is the Tef in the back here? The Djed? I'm not back there to see.
Not yet. There you go. Just jumped on up.
Okay.
Mike check, how's my sound? Can you hear my sound?
Yeah, keep talking.
Mike check, Mike check. Mike check. Mike check, Mike check.
Well, we can make out what you're saying. It's a little better than it was before.
What about now? Is that better?
Yeah, it's much louder. There we go.
Okay.
It sounds like a lot of background noise, but we can hear you clear too. Sounds like a TV or something was on in the back.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, there we go.
All right. All right, we're going to get it right.
Yes, we were just greeting the people, giving Hotep and yeah, so Hotep Hinu to you, great brother. How are you?
Doing well, great brothers. Good to be here. Good to be back home. Just traveling a lot, and you know, just trying to get adjusted to these time changes. That was a NEFA class I did yesterday on daylight savings time or war time. So yeah, this is I'm just trying to get adjusted, man. Just how they playing with the time and just playing with our knowledge is just weird, man. But I'm feeling good. My family is good. I'm glad to see you brothers here. Hinu to the great brother Minku Ara. So somebody give him a Hinu. So yes, we definitely send a positive much Mary and Hinu to our brother. So yeah, brother, I'm here. How y'all feeling?
Yes, great brother. Everything is accurate. It's a great question. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, great brother. All is Nefer. I'm looking forward to this primordial vision. So, yeah, we can go ahead and pass it to the great brother, the Djed, if we're good on announcements. houseofatton.org. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone please support by utilizing the links at the that are pinned to the top and also in the bio. Follow us on all social platforms. Everything is there. So Tua, Uncle Jasa Neb, and yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. Unless you have anything you want to speak about, great brother Tef.
Just looking forward to this primordial vision, great brother.
All right, to all the sneak watchers, the sneak learners.
Peace, peace, peace. Everybody can hear me? Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, yeah. Hey, definitely. Shouts out to Mentee. She just showed up in the building. Hotep to you. Um, yeah. To everybody, definitely. Like I said, appreciate your attention. Um, hey, another visual through my eyes, things that I see, things that I come across, and different wisdoms that you know inspire me, um, helps me continue to get through my day to day. Y'all know I love, like, just there's this universal wisdom, man, that our Paut has influenced so many different individuals, right? Especially um, when the Tiru, who have brought spiritualized relation to the planet. And I love when when Saba said that hit me hard, because it's just true, man. Hey, to have it written in stone, and to impact the whole planet, that's it's an effort thing, man. And to see that, and to see that to see that example, and to watch the example of the Natiru's way of life and living, and how much that's impact the civilization as a whole. You start seeing little sprouts of wisdom here, wisdom there, and you understand it. And if you hear at the House of ATTON, you already know the origin of those wisdom teachings. So, and it's definitely our Paut and the Tiru. So, gratitude, peace, and love to everybody that showed up here. You're just seeing things through my eyes, through my lens. There's always a story playing on within Maku. I see things differently. I can watch somebody who I don't necessarily follow, and I can understand their gift, right? Anything that's added on to that, I can tell that that's just the add-ons, right? Things that they probably just getting into, trying to figure out, right? But certain people I watch, I can tell what their gift is, and what they stand on, and I just I take what's needed, right? Like what's inspiring me, but it's still always the House of ATTON regardless, right? This is where the home is. This is where my aunt is, and that's what I stand firm on. So hopefully y'all be able to see what I see. It also taps into my personal life as well. Um, Transformation into the Djed. Um, and these videos, these are pretty much a small diary of mine, right? So it's a visual diary in a way, and just keeping records. So for you guys' attention, for being here, and sharing that love, man. Shouts out to Nook Poo. He in the building too. Grateful to see all y'all. So yeah, enjoy another Primordial Vision, becoming the Djed examination. Ani, it's on you.
Welcome to the House of ATTON, where ancient power meets modern living. Step into the only movement dedicated to the true living existence of the Medaru, the divine forces of ancient Kemet, rooted in ancestral artifacts and the unfiltered teachings of our spiritual ancestors. House of ATTON is more than a store, it's a sacred experience. What we offer: apparel that channels divine energy, home decor inspired by Kemetic wisdom, travel accessories to move with purpose, ebooks that reveal ancient truths, spiral notebooks for your divine downloads. Imbue yourself with the images of the Medaru, from Ra to Ozit to Haru to Tehuti. Wear them, live them, become them. Return to your roots. Awaken your essence. Walk with the ancestors. Visit houseofatton.com and join the only path guided by the authentic spirit of Kemet. Hotep.
Can feel the roof gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. Ma'at is now speaking through me, and trust me, this is who you will respect if you choose or not. It is now, not soon. You are not the same as I. We do not have the same sight. We do not have the same eye. We don't just talk, we apply. From the waters in the sky, I spoke my name into life. I spoke my name to bring life, to bring life. Look outside, in all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside, in all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature.
Hearing is beneficial to a son who willingly hears. For when what is heard takes root in the hearer, he who has heard will become one worthy himself of being heard. It is good to hear, and it is good to speak, but he who can hear possesses what is advantageous. Hearing is beneficial to the hearer. Hearing is better than everything, for through it, good affection comes into being.
Because subconsciously we know that is health, biological imperative, that represents stamina, that represents protection for the woman, that represents testosterone, that represents every alpha thing that a male is. It doesn't matter where you go to Greece, the Greek men are shown big chest coming out with the veins and all. We know that subconsciously, but to do it takes discipline. But it takes less discipline than to actually teach the correct information and knowledge, because it only takes 1 hour a day. And it takes you setting up a diet, which I'll set up with you, Sincere Austin. And I told people this last week. People say, Tahuti, how do you look like that? You're really, really disciplined. And I say, I'm as disciplined as an animal. Have you ever seen a fat deer? Sincere, you've seen fat deers walking around? You ever seen the fat, huh? You ever seen a fat trout or fish? Or you ever seen you ever seen an out of shape a gorilla? Why does all gorillas have that exact same shape? They all have that shape because they're eating the same thing. Discipline, they're not moving from that, right? But their discipline is just a regular way of life. So after a while, it becomes undisciplined. It's just normal. And I tell people all the time, the people in the Matrix are way more disciplined than Tahuti. You think Tahuti's disciplined? Shut down the pod class and tell me a Christmas that your mom missed. Huh? Shut down the pod class and tell me a Halloween that your cousin's daughter missed. Every Halloween they dress up. Every Halloween they have the bag. Every Christmas they go to the store and they pick up the tree. They make sure that their gifts are in box shape and they have to have bows on them. This is a ritual. They must have that. There has to be that particular tree. It cannot be any other tree. It has to be that particular tree. It has to be those particular songs, the same songs from Bing Crosby from the 50s over. That is way more disciplined than me. That is way more disciplined than myself, but it's so regular that that's considered undisciplined. They're actually majorly disciplined. They're just disciplined to the death vibration. Firecrackers. You must have firecrackers on that day. You must. How many people you know, Bijan Pharaoh, that don't go to buffets? Don't all your friends go to do you know anybody who hasn't eaten McDonald's and KFC? Anybody who has not ever eaten McDonald's and KFC in their life? Do you know anybody? Of all the thousands of people you know, who has never eaten McDonald's, KFC, and Taco Bell in their life? Anybody? No? But if you see me eating broccoli and 4 ounces of rice and 4 ounces of chicken, yo, that's discipline, man. You're eating broccoli all the time? You're eating rice all the time? You're eating chicken? And I'm like, yo, you're disciplined, man. You're eating KFC all the time? You're eating Taco Bell all the time? You're disciplined, man. I know people that don't go 2 days without smoking weed. Yo, you're disciplined. So if you're smoking weed on a regular basis, if you spend over $20 smoking weed, if you make sure you go to the latest movie, if you pay for the Knicks game, if you go to Halloween, if you're eating Taco Bell regularly, if you have a big stomach, you're very disciplined because you have to eat a certain way to have that stomach, brothers and sisters. You see, you have to eat a certain way to have that stomach. That's why most 10-year-olds don't have that stomach yet. Most 10-year-olds have 6-packs. What happened? Most of my 10-year-old cousins have a 6-pack already, and they never been to the gym. It's not until they start getting into their teens and 20s, all of a sudden it turns to because they're very disciplined to eat exactly what it takes to get the beer belly and the double chin and the sagging man chest and whatever it is that brothers have. You have to be very disciplined to do that. Just disciplined for your death. So to work out and to eat properly, I promise you, takes less discipline to do the teaching that I do, and that's why there's only one TPAH class, but there's thousands of brothers with 6-packs and big shoulders, because it's actually easier to have a nice body than to have a nice mind. You know why? Because your mind can't be checked. You see? You can go up there. If you tell a lie right now, no force comes and corrects you. So if you come and say, listen, PTAH and ATTON are the third energy on the vortex of Jupiter, and see what happens is the inner being chakra moves with the third eye to move your left knee up to the right, so you can contact your mother who told you that Indians are nobody will check you on that, because when it comes to that, you can be undisciplined and nobody will know if you're right or wrong until way later. But what you can't lie about is what your body looks like. Huh? If you go to the gym and you're just sitting there, you'll never have a 6-pack. If you're not eating right, you'll never have a 6-pack.
You're stalling. I'm thinking. That's still allowed, right? Thinking isn't the problem. It's the waiting. I'm not waiting. I'm just weighing out the risks. And every time you weigh them, you convince yourself to do nothing. Can you just let it go? Sound advice. You first. If I mess up, I can lose everything. Or gain everything. This is my life. If it implodes, you'll learn, you'll grow, you'll try again. Or would you prefer to stay here, safe and stagnant? I'm not stagnant. I'm comfortable. Comfort is just fear, wearing a disguise. Tell me, when you imagine the life you want, is it this? The careful and calculated existence you're living now? You know it's not. Then take the leap. The risks you're afraid of are the ones that lead you to the life you're dreaming of. I'm not ready. No one's ever ready. The leap makes you ready. I don't know. Of course you do. I don't know. Dig deeper. I said I don't know. Then stop shouting at me. Shout it at yourself. Why are you here? Yo, can you just standing still? I don't. This is enough. Because if I fall, they will see what I am. What is that? What is that? A hollow shell. Empty. A fraud. They see something grand. But if they get too close, I'm just cracks, held together by an illusion that I let them believe. I think you're ready.
Is the hair of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Nu. Is the face of Asar, the scribe, the Djed Makaru of Ra. Are the eyes of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Hathor. Are the ears of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Aput. Are the lips of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Ampu. Are the teeth of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Serket. Is the neck of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Alset. Are the two hands of Asar, the Djed Makaru of the Ba, the Neb of Tetu. Is the shoulder of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Awajid. Is the throat of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Mert. Are the forearms of Asar, the Djed Makaru of the Lady of Sa'u. Is the backbone of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Sut. Is the chest of Asar, the Djed Makaru of the Lords of Ker Abu. Is the flesh of Asar, the Djed Makaru of the Mighty of Terror. Are the body and back of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Seket. Are the buttocks of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Ma'a Heru. Is the phallus of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Asar. Are the hips of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Nut. Are the feet of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Ptah. Are the fingers of Asar, the Djed Makaru of Sa'i. Are the leg bones of Asar, the Djed Makaru of the Wari. Living. Hotep. Mirror magic, especially when paired with positive affirmations, is a powerful self-transformation tool that blends intention, self-reflection, and the energy of words. Saying affirmations while looking into your own eyes helps forge a deeper connection with your inner self. You are not just speaking to yourself, you are speaking with yourself. This eye-to-eye contact can dissolve barriers of self-doubt, allowing your words to penetrate your subconscious more effectively. The mirror acts like a magical portal, reflecting energy back to you. When you speak your affirmations aloud while gazing into a mirror, you create a loop of intention. You say it, see it, hear it, and receive it all at once. This repetition and reinforcement amplify the power behind your words. It can feel awkward at first, but consistently affirming your worth in the mirror helps rewire your brain to believe it. Over time, that simple act of saying, "I come forth as conscious light," directly to your reflection becomes a radical form of self-care and empowerment. You see, we all have an internal critic. Mirror magic helps disrupt that voice. When you claim your power in front of your own reflection, you are retaining your mind to focus on uplifting truths rather than limiting beliefs. It's like standing up to your inner critic with grace and magic. You see, the subconscious mind responds best to emotion and repetition. Mirror work brings both. Looking into your eyes while affirming something positive creates emotional resonance. Over time, these repeated affirmations sink into your subconscious and begin to reshape your self-image. Mirror magic can become a sacred daily practice. A few minutes each morning or night to ground yourself, charge your energy, and remind yourself of your power. It turns mundane mirror time, brushing your teeth, checking your hair, into an intentional act of self-alignment. Hold up. Hold up. Peace. Hey, another early rising. Yeah, after the first one, becoming the Djed accountability. Hey, it don't stop. We're here. Back at it. It's time to put that work in. Like PTAH say, this is like extra work, right? You gotta keep. I like to just come into the gym and just like do my thing, right? Like just get in my zone. But hey, I not only do this for myself, but I do this for all those who need that extra push. And we here. We're gonna work on it. Work on this cod to shed all its fat. And yeah, time to make it happen. Let's go. We in here. Hotep and New shows up to the house of ATTON. Let's get it. Self-examination is the process of introspectively analyzing one's thoughts, behaviors, motivations, and habits. You see, it's the cornerstone of personal evolution. Without self-awareness, personal development is superficial or misguided. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. Identifying personal flaws is the first step in transforming them. Many people attempt to fix symptoms like procrastination or anger without addressing deeper causes such as fear or failure or unresolved emotional wounds. You see, self-examination allows you to trace behavioral patterns to their source, making real transformation possible. The human mind is skilled at rationalizing poor behavior. Honest introspection acts as a safeguard against the subtle ways we justify ego, blame, or complacency. When your intentions, thoughts, and actions are examined and brought into alignment, you experience greater clarity and direction. This congruence is what fuels authentic confidence and resilience. Search thyself thoroughly demands a rigorous, honest, and fearless audit of the self, not only to uncover obvious missteps, but also to bring hidden biases, silent motivations, and latent weaknesses into the light of consciousness. You see, bad habits and behavioral flaws, whether rooted in ego, laziness, fear, pride, or ignorance, distort character. You see, over time, they corrode trust, damage relationships, and hinders one's effectiveness. Integrity is not simply about following rules, but aligning one's conduct with higher values. This alignment is only possible through continuous correction of behavior. You see, many people assume integrity is measured by how one acts in public, but it is primarily forged in solitude, in decisions made when no one is watching. The silent victories over temptation, impulsiveness, and selfishness shape the kind of person others come to respect. Sometimes destructive behavior appear harmless or even virtuous on the surface. For instance, people pleasing can mask insecurity, or overworking can be a socially accepted form of escapism. Without careful examination, these disguised flaws quietly erode integrity from within. On a societal level, integrity sustains communities. When individuals commit to rooting out their harmful habits, they create environments where trust, justice, and cooperation can thrive. On a spiritual level, many traditions teach that purification of conduct is essential for clarity of conscience and peace of soul. Until there exists in your compartment no fault isn't a call for perfectionism, but for conscious striving. You see, it suggests that leadership begins not with title or talent, but with the painstaking inner labor of refining one's being. It is through the constant shedding of flawed habits that the moral authority to guide others is earned. For anyone in leadership role or inspiring to be, flawed behavior has a multiplying effect. A single leader's arrogance, impatience, or inconsistency can ripple through an entire organization, community, or nation. Leadership requires clarity, humility. You see, a leader who hasn't wrestled with their own inner flaws becomes a danger to those they guide. When a leader harbors unresolved internal struggles, such as envy, fear, or criticism, or a need for control, these inevitably bled into their decisions. Policies become reactive instead of wise, and team morale suffers under the weight of unspoken tension. People instinctively follow those who demonstrate internal harmony. A leader who has confronted and overcome their personal weaknesses leads with presence.
I don't know if I did 25. Part of me said I did 15. It's gotta be 25. I'll use some more.
Not just position. You see, their words carry weight because they've been lived, not merely spoken. Effective leadership depends not just on intelligence or skill, but on emotional regulation. A leader who cannot manage their own impulses, biases, or emotional triggers cannot be trusted to manage others well. Self-examination is what allows emotional maturity to develop and sustain under pressure. Leaders are culture shapers. Their tone, behavior, and standards become mirrored by those beneath them. A single unchecked flaw in the leader can become normalized across the group, creating dysfunction that spreads like contagion. To search thyself for every flaw isn't just a personal ethic, it's a social safeguard. It's the understanding that a leader's failure to master themselves can cause widespread harm, while a self-aware leader becomes a vessel of wisdom and stability for all they serve. You see, self-examination demands humility. It's much easier to blame others or circumstances than to take full ownership of our flaws. But without this courage, real transformation is impossible. People often avoid self-examination because it's uncomfortable. It brings up guilt, regret, or insecurity. But these emotions, if channeled well, are catalysts for change. The ego's natural instinct is to defend, rationalize, or justify. Humility softens these defenses, allowing a person to admit imperfection without collapsing into shame or denial. It's not self-degradation, it's self-honesty. Confronting external challenges can be impressive, but facing the darker parts of one's own character requires a deeper, quieter kind of bravery. It's not about defeating others, but confronting the self without excuses. You see, many resist introspection because they fear discovering they are not as good, kind, or wise as they believed. Yet growth only begins when one accepts the reality of who they are, not the image they wish to preserve. In nearly every wisdom tradition, humility is regarded as the first step toward enlightenment, wisdom, or moral authority. Ptahhotep's directive to search thyself thoroughly implies not a superficial glance, but a deep excavation, one that requires laying down pride and defensiveness. This level of eternal honesty can only be achieved when one sees self-reflection not as a weakness, but as the noblest strength. Consistent self-reflection builds a habit of mindfulness. It keeps the ego in check, promotes gratitude.
Truth. Can't catch it, but you can follow it.
And prevents the slow creep of destructive behaviors. In journaling, meditation, prayer, or evening reviews are ancient tools to facilitate this. Ptahhotep's call isn't for a one-time soul search, but for ongoing vigilance. It creates a mental clarity and emotional regulation. Daily reflection helps process the day's experiences, reducing emotional buildup. It prevents the carryover of unresolved thoughts or feelings that can subconsciously influence future behavior. It strengthens decision-making over time. Regularly examining one's choices sharpens moral judgment and reinforces patterns of wisdom. You see, over time, this practice creates an eternal compass that operates with increasing precision. Micro adjustments shape the micro character. Just as a ship alters course by degrees, daily self-reflection allows for small course corrections that prevent major deviations in character. This regular practice prevents minor lapses from becoming major flaws. It fosters inner accountability. When you reflect daily, you develop a habit of answering to your higher self. You begin to measure your actions not just by external success, but by whether they align with your principles. Time slows down in reflection. In a fast-paced world, daily reflection creates space, mental, emotional, and spiritual, for awareness. This stillness allows you to spot behavioral patterns and emotional triggers you might otherwise overlook in the rush of routine. Ptahhotep's guidance to examine the self thoroughly reflects a principle of rhythm and consistency. The refinement of character is not a single decision, but a habit of attention repeated over time. When you know your flaws and are actively refining them, you gain peace within and respect without. People trust those who are accountable and honest about their imperfections. In contrast, those who never examine themselves tend to project blame, react impulsively, or repeat the same mistakes, staying stuck in cycles of conflict or failure. Self-mastery fosters stability under pressure. One of the greatest tests of character is how a person behaves when under stress or facing adversity. Self-mastery allows you to respond rather than react, to act from intention instead of instinct. This emotional steadiness makes you a calming and grounding presence to others. It nurtures self-trust, not just public trust. Beyond earning the respect of others, self-mastery allows you to trust yourself. You become confident in your ability to act wisely, stay composed, and make principled choices, even when challenged or tempted. Influence is a byproduct, not a pursuit. Ironically, those most capable of influencing others do not chase influence. They focus on mastering themselves. Their character speaks louder than persuasion, and their example becomes a form of silent leadership. It allows freedom from inner conflict. You see, many people live with hidden contradictions, saying one thing and doing another, or living outwardly strong while inwardly fractured. Self-mastery closes the gap between one's values and one's behavior, bringing an integrity that naturally generates inner peace. It's a lifelong practice, not a finished product. True self-mastery is not about reaching a state of perfection, but about deepening self-discipline, self-awareness, and self-respect over time. Each small victory over ego or impulse is a step towards liberation from internal chaos. Ptahhotep's idea of faultless compartment reflects this pursuit. He knew that only those who have disciplined their own nature, who have done the quiet, unseen work of aligning their inner world, can guide others without becoming a source of harm or instability. Search thyself. Be relentless and thorough in uncovering your weaknesses. True introspection goes beyond surface level honesty. It requires the courage to investigate not just actions, but the emotions, assumptions, and desires that drive them. This self-inquiry must be continual, as new contexts often reveal previously hidden flaws. Own your flaws. Accept them without excuses, blame shifting, or minimizing their impact. Accountability is not self-punishment, it's self-responsibility. Owning your flaws empowers you to become the architect of your own growth rather than a passive subject of circumstances. Purge them through discipline. Change doesn't come by wishing, but by consistent, sometimes uncomfortable effort. I am the Djed Sdm Maa power cool, and I maintain a healthy and never cut. And I do what is biologically imperative for my mentality. Hold tight, I know. Discipline isn't about restriction. It's about freedom from being ruled by habit and impulses. Real progress is forged through daily intentional choices that slowly rewire behavior and character. Align with truth. Let virtue, not ego, convince or social approval govern your actions. This principle demands that you examine whether your values are authentic or inherited, reactive or performative. Living in truth means your inner and outer selves reflect each other with clarity and integrity. Lead by example. Only when you face your own shadows can you safely guide others. Leadership rooted in self-mastery is not forced, but magnetic. You inspire trust not by being flawless, but by being honest, consistent, and visibly committed to the lifelong process of bettering yourself. Refine your legacy through service. Once flaws are confronted and character is honed, that inner work should naturally extend outward in service to others. You see, wisdom is not meant to remain within. It becomes most powerful when it uplifts, guides, and protects the many. Hotel.
As long as your body is healthy, you have thousands of problems. But in the moment your body gets sick, you have one problem.
That's really true. Yeah, that's true.
That's why I mean, first of all, before like tackling everything, so how to build up your life and how to whatever do, make sure your body stays healthy. If the body is not healthy, you don't need to worry about anything else. So, respect, take care, and love your body. Nourish your body, nourish yourself in such a way that you understand it's something right now very, very precious to have. Okay, this is number one.
I'm willing to bet some of us don't set a goal because the fear of not keeping your word to yourself. You can talk about everybody else, but you know, damn, I've been letting myself down. I've been lying to myself. I ain't been following up on my word to myself. See, it's easy for us to point now, but I'm learning self-improvement. Ooh, it'll make you look in that mirror, man. It'll have you scared to look in the mirror too. You be peeking, side-eyeing it. Don't eat, you brushing your teeth like this here. No, look in the mirror. The same way you been on your cousin who ain't paid you back. The same way you been on that uncle that ain't paid you back. The same way you been on your husband, your wife, your uncle, and your mama. You ain't kept your word to yourself. You said you was finna start studying 4 weeks ago. You still ain't studied. You said you was gonna get your finances in order a year ago. You still ain't did it. You said you was gonna start working out in January. You didn't stick to it. So I want us to first, before we start pointing at anybody else, I want us to start setting goals and saying, you know what? I'm gonna stick to it. If I say I'm gonna get it done today, God dang it, if I gotta be up till 11:58. I'm not gonna keep letting myself down. What happens in your mind when other people don't keep their word over and over again? Don't you lose respect for them? We quick to say that, I ain't got no respect for you. Oh, I don't trust you. Well, what do you think is going on between you and yourself? Your self-respect is going down. Your self-esteem is going down. Your confidence is going. Every time you don't keep your word to you, something is happening to you too from yourself. And you wonder why you wonder why we be down. You wonder why we not motivated. You wonder why we never have energy, because you're affecting yourself the more you don't keep your word to yourself. Oh, yeah, we didn't consider that, huh?
And so the goal is, let's create a society, right, to where, because therapy comes from like taking care of oneself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do we take care of ourselves and our family and things of that nature to where a person don't feel like I'm untooled? Like, no, you have the skills and the tools. It just hasn't became a norm in cultural practice.
With a man of your own station, discuss the reply, and take care of speaking thoughtlessly. When a man's heart is upset, words travel faster than wind over water. He is ruined and created by his tongue when he speaks slander. If you are a man of authority, be patient when you are listening to the words of a petitioner. Do not dismiss him until he has completely unburdened himself of what he had planned to say to you. Do not fraternize with the hot-tempered man, nor approach him to converse. Do not repeat slander, and do not listen to it, for it is but the prating of a churlish man. Repeat only what is seen, not what is heard, or forget it and say nothing at all. For he who is listening to you can discern what is trustworthy. Do not be haughty because of your knowledge, but take counsel with the unlearned man as well as with the learned. For no one has ever attained perfection of competence, and there is no craftsman who has acquired full mastery. Good advice is rarer than emeralds, but yet it may be found even among women at the grindstones. If you are influential, you should establish respect for yourself through knowledge and through courtesy in speech. Do not be domineering except in official matters, for the aggressive man meets with trouble. Do not be arrogant, lest you be brought low. Do not be silent, but yet be cautious of causing offense when you answer a speech angrily. Release not your word from your mouth until it is examined in your heart. For it is better for a man to trip with his foot than to trip with his tongue. Do not launch your heart into a fight. Hold back when you pass a tumult. Do not separate two men who are raging. The dispute turns against him who would judge it. He who counsels another becomes the enemy. At peace is he who hears not, provokes not. It is the other man who rouses hostility. Safe is he who shuts his mouth. Reproaches turn into fighting words. In the house of those who quarrel, do not stand. For from a word there comes a quarrel, and from a quarrel is stirred up vexation, and from vexation comes killing. If you are a man of trust, one who sits in the counsel of his Lord, direct your attention towards excellence. Your silence will be more profitable than babbling. So speak only when you know that you are qualified to do so. It is only the proficient who should speak in counsel. For speech is more difficult than any craft, and only the competent can endow it with authority. Be strong in your heart. Make your mind firm. Do not steer with your tongue. The tongue of a man is the steering oar of a boat, but the Lord of all is its pilot. Be proficient in speech so that you may be strong, for the strength of a king is his tongue. Words are mightier than any struggle, and no one can outsmart him who is skilled of heart. But you will sit secure upon the throne. The wise man is a bulwark, even for officials. And those who are aware of his knowledge dare not assail him. No evil happens in his presence, but Ma'at comes to him refined, like the counsels of what was said by our ancestors. If you desire that your way of life be blameless, keep yourself far from every evil. Guard yourself against the blemish of greediness, for it is a grave affliction of an incurable disease, and those who fall into it cannot recover. Emulate your fathers and your forefathers, and attain success through knowledge. Behold, their words endure in writing. Open and read them, so that you may emulate their knowledge. One who is proficient will become knowledgeable. If you are to be among leaders, in charge of the guidance of the many, search thyself for every flaw thoroughly, until there exists in your compartment no fault. Great is Ma'at, and ever at the ready.
As soon as you, as a person, decide that you're not gonna lie anymore, and that whatever problem that you have, you're gonna deal with that problem right then where it presents itself, it'll show you a whole new side of you.
What's up, great brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I don't know what's going on with the system. Hotep, you can hear me? Mike.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me, brother? I can't.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Okay, good. I don't know what's going on with my system, but that was great. Good brother. Definitely appreciate it. I love how you started out with the advertisement, with the commercial, we'll call it. Definitely advertising, promoting the House of ATTON. Come join us. That was phenomenal. I love that you taking us on this journey with you of accountability. Like last week, this one is called examination, and I truly love how hissing in my background. Can you hear that? I love how we get to go on the ride with you. You know what I mean, great brother? To watch your journey and to be able to grow with you. And also that reminder to, be accountable, man. I love how you kept hammering home the maxims of PTAH. It's almost like, it's almost as if the whole presentation was anchored on search thyself thoroughly, right? On accountability. It's a part 2 to your last class that I interpreted as accountability. This one is along the same lines, being able to travel with you on your journey and being able to, truly be accountable, truly look in the mirror and see where we're at, individually. It's not about, it is a team effort, but it's also a individual journey. I love how you used, I forget that brother's name, the Muslim brother from Houston. I love what he was saying. I love how you incorporated Saba's class that he just did. I love that. That was what I used to do early on. I used to always incorporate Saba into my classes, and I still try to, as much as possible. Man, I will have whole clips of Saba in there, just teaching them, because that's how much this knowledge resonates with me. This is good for us, brother. I think that we all need to see this. We all need to follow this journey with you, because as we go along with you on this primordial vision journey, we're gonna begin to see the accountability in real time. We're gonna see your progression, and that's gonna be very never. I can already see your progression already, because it's a it starts as a mental thing. It starts as you making some changes and decisions mentally, like you so greatly pointed out, brother. And then I love how you touched a little bit on mirror magic. Shout out to the great Sabatudi Amenhotep Ra. He has some wonderful classes on Medu magic. I love how you did the mirror magic. That's very nefer. And one thing that I noticed this time, brother, was the soundtrack. I noticed it before, but it was really prevalent and it really fit. It really fit with what you're doing. So I love to see, the different changes in your style, brother. I love that. Yeah, this was great, brother. This was a nefer class. I'm sitting up here working on mine, but whenever primordial vision come on, I have to stop doing what I'm doing. Even with Sab, I used to try to work through the pod class and try to work through the classes, but I'm just as much of a fan as I am, right here alongside you. So I tend to pull my chair up and my seat reclines, and I sit back and I take the moment in, and I appreciate the moment as it's unfolding, as opposed to me trying to get more work done and trying to squeeze stuff in. That's how much I appreciate these primordial visions and everything that we're doing here at the House of ATTON. Even with the great brother Ani, I was trying to get some work done last week, but I just couldn't, man. I be watching the classes, man. Because the thing is too is I don't watch all that other stuff, because I'm not like how Saba said yesterday, how he don't even go outside unless he with his turks, because it's just being around particular chaos, man, and just negative energy, to where it's just not something that I enjoy doing no more. When I'm with my family, that's cool. We doing stuff, I'm always traveling, but other than that, I'm in my sanctuary, man, and my home is my sanctuary. So this was very nefer, brother. I love being on this journey with you, and I'm definitely looking forward to what the future of primordial vision has in store. We all on the same journey, different paths, the same path, different journey. It's all individual, but yeah, I'm honored to stand next to you, great brother. So I love the soundtrack, and I love how you anchored this one on the Seba'it, man. I love how you kept going back to Ptah-hotep. That's part of my ritual, and I definitely encourage everyone to make the Seba'it a part of your daily ritual, right? I was doing it before Saba mentioned it. I was already listening to this one brother. He has the Maxims of Ptah-hotep, and I've listened to it thousands of times, and I don't get enough of it. I can't listen to it enough. Just trying to embody it, and just trying to live it. So this was great, good brother, and I'm honored to be on this journey with you. Like I said, I love how you started with Saba. I love the progression of your classes as you find your niche and nail down what you're doing. And I love how you kept hammering home, search thyself thoroughly. That was a theme that resonated with me a lot during this. So tuah for that, great brother. And tuah for being vulnerable and showing yourself as you're going along this journey. And that's what I want to tell people, right? When I say it's too many buttons, I'm for real. I can't even get my mic working right. My mic is constantly messed up, and I have expensive equipment. I think it's expensive. it's not Mickey Mouse equipment. I got a little Mickey Mouse box over here too that I could use. But it's just about moving forward, man. It's about not stopping. You know, right now, look, check me. I got another mic. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm on 2 different mics, right? Because I'm trying to get it right. But I'm here and I'm not making excuses. And that's the beautiful thing that I love about your presentation today. It's about not making excuses and keeping it pushing. Yesterday, my mic was working great. When I was on with Saba, he said, "Oh, your mic sound good." You know, when I'm out of town and I'm on my little PlayStation mic, it seems like it works a little better. When I'm home on my equipment, it just, I don't know. But anyway, at any rate, we still have to continue to move forward. We have to search thyself thoroughly, and we have to stop making excuses. We got to continue to push, and do what we do, man. So Hotep Hinu to you, great brother. This was phenomenal. I'm still trying to catch up with this time change. I'm tired. I got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I'm honored to be alongside you, great brother. So Hotep Hinu to you and your journey. And I'm definitely honored to stand next to you, great brother. And Hotep Hinu to your Aoud and your Nefra family, your Nefra beautiful daughter, great brother. I heard her screaming in the background. Your mates, they had a meeting today, so I heard them a little bit. So it's always beautiful to know that you guys are doing well, good brother. So Hotep Hinu to you.
Hey, peace. Hey, two up to that, man. Two up for that. I definitely appreciate those words, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Saba will always be number one, right? Like, that's why I put him in the front, because without Saba, you know what I mean? Like, who has a huge impact on me. He gotta be right there in the front, man. Like, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at without him. So, to the great Saba Tahuti, I'm on Hotep Ra. But yeah, man, this is like I told you, man, this is like a diary in a way, man. You get to see me at where I'm at and trying to change that. And y'all don't know what it does to me when I'm like watching on the TV. These are things that I have to see myself, and if I want to see that image and that reality to change, then I put it in the forefront. I put it right there, and then I deal with it, and then that's gonna give me motivation for tomorrow, and then the next day, and so on and so forth. So that's what I look at. I look at that, and I just want to whatever energy that sends out, then cool. Like, I just want everybody to remember that I'm up here, but I'm gonna show you, like, I'm dealing with self. I'm not up here. I'm not trying to tell anybody in the chat, anybody what to do, and you need to do this. And I'm not saying that, because I got to work on myself too, right? So only speak when you qualified to do so, and I rather just focus on me and show that, and show my work. As they say, man, you got that homework, man, doing the test, show your work. I just want to show my work, do my part, and whatever that turns into by you putting forth the heck out, then we're gonna make it happen, man. But I gotta be true to myself and do what is necessary to get me over the hurdles that I need to get over. So Hotep Hinu, to it to you, great brother.
To a great brother.
Hotep Maa, can I be heard?
Yes.
Uncle Djed Sdm, great brother. It's my new favorite sound bite. You know who that is, don't you?
Yeah, that's DG.
Absolutely.
David Goggins.
Absolutely. Yes, this was. See, this is a wonderful thing because you're showing, of course, the visuals, and with the visuals of just watching the reps be put in and seeing the actual work physically, quote unquote, being put in. But when just listening to your words, I don't know if y'all was like listening, but this great brother was dropping some phenomenal bars. I was trying to keep some to write them down. I couldn't really pause it to go back because I'll be way back in the early part of Primordial Vision, and it might have ended, right? And everybody's just at the end, and I'm still sitting there taking notes at 13 minutes. So I had to try to kind of keep up with it in real time. But I got some of what you were saying. I'm definitely gonna go back and take some more because, yeah, you put some fantastic teachings just within what you were saying. And it's easy to get distracted by the visual. But tuning into what you were saying, Sdm, that was phenomenal writing, great brother, and you went deep into leadership, which I'm very happy that you did, and of course with your one of your main themes being accountability. As a leader that you are, and just showing that at the forefront, and going into what leadership is, from yourself and into the Sebaid. Team morale under unspoken tension. You went into that and some of the things that caused that and what that effect turns into, which is all what you were putting in there is super important if anyone wants to be in any position of leadership. You gave some fantastic instructions on things to really put your focus on and pay attention to make sure that the one that you were speaking about, and how something can start with one and then it spreads. So if a flaw is there within a leader and it's show forth in the front, it will then be reflected in everyone else. And so being able to tie that directly into Ptah Hotep and examining self, searching to make sure that one doesn't have any flaws, was a beautiful transition of you putting it in your words before showing the Sebaid, and it being extremely relatable, right? Because you're showing yourself putting in the work. So it's like a triple metaphor and entendre that's happening. And I love the doubles and the triples. So that was phenomenal. You said words carry weight when they are lived, not just spoken. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was phenomenal. You went into humility, and how that is a medicine for the examination of self, removing that pride, the mechanism of denial, and how that humility really, as you put it, softens that acceptance. And that was phenomenally and well written, and taught very nefer, and is a foundation. The removal of that as Ptah puts it, the Aul Ib, the stretching of the Ib, which is translated into the negative ego, and how much that destroys growth, and being able to put oneself in a position of humbleness and humility, and remove that, is a pure medicine to really advance and grow at high levels. So Tua for talking about that and putting that, confronting self without excuses. You tapped into that, the no excuse mentality while confronting self, right? It's just such an important thing. The acknowledgement and being able to look at that. And you said deep excavation of self, and being able to then create an internal honesty. And yeah, the Pekka Mku that comes with being able to have that then removes any need to do it outside of self. And you went beautifully into that, and that's one of just the magical things of this experience that we're having, that has been completely lost, and there's deep layers to it. But as one continues to Pekka Mku and examine self and dig and find those aspects of self and really chisel it out and work that out and bring it to the forefront and creating an internal honesty within oneself, it then removes any possibility for that to exist outside of you. There is no, the speech becomes pure ma'at only when it's internal first. And you touched on that beautifully, and the teachings in here were just phenomenal. So I hope everyone was taking notes and writing down these are like, in battle rap we would call these punchlines. He was he went about 200 for 200. He didn't miss one. It was like a 2008 Wayne verse, just punch after punch after punch after punch, and that was fire, right? The Seba'it, and you're creating and writing your Seba'it. And I love how when you was reading the Purim Haru, you put your Ren in that tone, and you also still kept the scribe, because that is, you are a living scribe. So Tua for keeping that tone with your Ren when reading the embodiment of the Netter. Great brother, so that was phenomenal. And then just two quotes from the Seba'it that I just want to point out, because all of them are, so I just picked out two. Speech is more difficult than any craft. Only the competent can endow it with authority. That says a whole lot. And release not your word from your mouth until it is examined. For it is better for a man to trip with his feet than with his tongue. Fire. So, Tua, great brother, for putting this together for us, for your dedication and your loyalty and your leadership, your examination, your teachings, your guidance, and for being a great leader of example, great brother. So Hotep Hinu, please everyone, please support what this great brother just brought forward, what he's doing, what the House of ATTON is doing. Please support this. Uncle Djed Sdm, great brother, Tua.
Peace, man. Tua to that, Ani. Definitely appreciate those different words, man. Yeah, I love that portion of Seba'it. Better for a man to Trip with his foot, slip with his tongue. And I man, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just how much has been left here by our ancestors, and it still stands to this day. There's no change to that statement. Like, that is 100% pure fact. And yeah, man. Like I said, I have to live it, man. I have to be it. I have to be able to, speak to myself. Like I said, these are being presented to everybody, but I'm really just having a conversation with myself, talking with myself, inspiring myself. I know the encouragement that is needed for me to, continue to push forth and come forth this conscious life. And I always remember, like, some of the things that Saba say, like, man, it's like, man, you can't be this, like, this teacher and yada yada yada, and you sitting there, looking like the Michelin Man or like that, right? Like, so yeah, man, hilarious, bro. So I look at that, man, and I'll be like, you know what, man? Yeah. To me, that's actually pure fact, right? Like, yeah, like how dare I if I can't take care of my vessel first, like where I'm at, where I live, right here in this body. In order to have any type of just wisdom being pushed off, man, I gotta at least where my body stays. You know what I mean? I have to literally take care of that. That's number one, and that's why I put that. That's why I put that clip in there. The dude talking about, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you healthy, when there's nothing wrong with the body, you got 1,000 problems. But as soon as something's wrong with the body, you only got one problem, and everything else go out the window. So it's best to just take care of the cotton and start there and see what that turns into. Because as you change the body, the mind definitely going to start changing, right? And that's why I love where I'm at here at the House of ATTON, because it's the, you know what I mean? It's that part to where I'm getting the spiritual as I'm working on the physical. And
you have no way of life, but you've mastered the earth. You've mastered the shape of the earth, but you look like the shape of the Michelin Man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. 100%. To you, great brother. Yeah, man. Hey, I just want to throw these, just put this presentation together, put them out there, man. Do my rep, and one day at a time, man. I appreciate y'all attention.
Yeah, to our great brother for your vulnerability and your leadership in that, because absolutely no one would be willing to put that type of accountability on themselves, right? It's real easy for this is what most people do from the outside looking in. People always have opinions and critique, and it's very interesting, listening to the matrix and seeing what's there, and it's sometimes when I hear people have a people say stuff like that and they really don't. And man, it's so important what you're doing, and so yeah, just 2 out for showing, because this story, all of our stories are being documented publicly, and just showing, there's no difference between, those who are up here and those who are observant, other than just the actions that we choose to make. That's it. It's just whatever decision we choose to make for ourselves is what happens, and that's the literal embodiment of bringing a thought or a reality into existence. Is the moves that you make once the seed or the thought is given, and you're showing it. You're showing what Heka looks like in real time, and for those who have the Ma'at to see it, and many are and do, and will continue as we continue to evolve. This being documented and recorded is going to be so phenomenal. It's going to be so phenomenal to be able to look back and refer to this as a reference of what you're teaching. So dua, yeah, great brother, and dua for everyone who's supporting, who supports the great brother and the House of ATTON and the work that's being put in. We're doing this for the great Saba Tahuti, for you all, and ultimately for ourselves. And the support does so much and allows us to do a lot of things, right? Because again, it all starts with what each of us do individually, and that's where we're getting away from in the matrix, where wanting to do things for others who don't want to do them for themselves. And when we all just do exactly what the Djed just presented, and we just examine, and Saba Tahuti has spoken about it as well, about treating yourself as if you're the only person that exists, then you become completely accountable for what you do and do not do. And with that, will come the building of a strong nation, because every individual is self-accountable, no excuse mentality. So the work is being done, and it's being presented as the great brother just showed. So to everyone who supports this and allows the Aku to flourish, to put in a lot of reps, and to be able to receive something outside of something that you have to create for yourself is a great boost to keep going and go further. And anyone who creates or does anything understands just the smallest reciprocity of whatever acknowledgement that is, allows one to keep going further and further and further. So yeah, Uncle Djed Sdm, and I'll go ahead and check the Gmail and start to put together the support for everyone, so we can give our proper dua to you all. So yeah, absolutely. I'll pass it back to you, great brother, Djed Sdm, just momentarily until I can get these supports pulled up. houseofatton.org. Links are pinned in the top of the chat. So Hotep, Tua.
Yes, Tua to that, man. Man, we just living your gift, man. Living your gift. Figure out what that is. Stay on that, and whatever challenges you, face it, and see whatever that turns you into, and go from there. Go from there. Like I said, only direction I go is forward, man. So this is something that this is the battle against a pep internally, and I want to make sure that you see my you see my battle, and understand that I'm gonna give it my all to come forth as that conscious light. So yeah, Tua to everybody, man. Shouts out to Atef. What's good, great brother?
get these sounds right. Too many buttons, man.
Yeah, you sound
this
terrible.
was great, brother.
You sound terrible.
I
with
do?
that. Yeah, you sound
Man.
horrendous. You sound like
Can't
you
get
went
it
back
right,
to
bro.
1976.
What about now?
uh,
Is that better? Yeah.
is low. You, keep talking.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, it's better.
Tell y'all.
Nah, it's cutting. It's cutting out. It's cutting out bad.
Cutting out?
Yeah.
What about now? Still cutting out?
No, it ain't cutting out now. But it sounds like you're in a.
I'm gonna get it working right one day.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Hey, I'm gonna have to do like the whole system.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's difficult to hear you, but we can hear you.
When you went to that second mic, you said like you had another mic that was next to you. That one sounded pretty cool earlier.
Okay, right now, what? I don't know which mic is that. What mic check? Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah. Look, you do got some background wind noise, but hey, I'm cool with that because then you sound clear. You go back to the other one, the noise is gone, but we can't hear.
It's clear. So right now it's clear.
Correct. Yes, you good.
Okay. I don't know which mic I'm on though. That mic 3. All right. So this mic is not. This mic ain't clear. The other one is clear. This mic is clear.
That right there. Don't even touch it.
I don't know which one it is, bro. I really don't. It's too much going on, man. But yeah, I agree with Anito, bro. We got to be accountable, and I love how you pointed that out, good brother. So it's definitely gonna be something to look back on, and eventually see. I had a little saying. I say, if you see what you said, if you see what you say, you'll see what you said. So yeah, this was great to be able to look back and see your journey and be able to examine it and then be able to show the people, because it's a lot of people that are right here with us and they're on this journey. They've been on this journey too, so they'll get to see and they'll be a witness. We'll be a witness for you. We'll be witnesses for each other to say like, hey, nah, this is what was going on, and this was the brother. This is what he brought forth. You know what I mean? So yeah, this was definitely phenomenal, and I love it, brother, and I love the expansion and the different, the route that it's taken as far as what you're presenting and being vulnerable. Because Ani's right, bro. Everybody not gonna be as vulnerable as you. But that's the thing about the House of ATTON, right? It's just putting the boat in the water where you at, right? Because it's about working on yourself, like whatever it is that you need to do for yourself, and for your family to be better. So yeah, this was great, and definitely, I know your family is proud of you. Your children are definitely gonna be able to be proud of you when they look back at this and see, and it's no excuses, man. You're right. It's absolutely no excuses. That was great. That little clip that you played with Saba, that was phenomenal. I love that. Yeah, man. See what we doing over here, House of ATTON.
Yeah, I love.
Back to the source. Right. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, was you complete? I did want to make sure you was complete.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, but yes, Jay, you was just speaking on being able to face challenge, and that's such an important thing, because there's many who may have not even found what quote unquote they're good at, and the thing about that is there's so many things to do, right? And to explore and challenge yourself. Challenge yourself on something new. Do something new that you've never attempted before, and just do it. And that's how you begin to find what you're good at. And you know, there's more that goes into it, but it's really a simple process, and it's just being able to look at the challenge and being okay. Well, I want to learn how to play an instrument. May have never picked up an instrument ever, and it's going to be challenging to learn how to play it. But you do it every single day, you will get good. And then once you get good, you're like, I kind of like it now. I'm actually pretty good at this. But at first, the whole time, may not have enjoyed it. You may have to find enjoyment in the process of the challenge. See, then that becomes different. Now it don't matter what it is. I enjoy it because it's challenging. It's pushing me. It's growing me. It's elevating me. So I enjoy that part. So whatever that looks like, I enjoy. You know, and it's just a beautiful journey of self-realization that we are creators, and that we're meant to do that. It's the matrix that literally robs one of creative aku, because of responsibilities, priorities. You know, got to make sure that the bills are paid. The matrix job siphons your energy, so when you're outside of that, you feel tired, and you got to figure out a way to still make time to, you know, and so that's the thing. It's like if the matrix has the superposition over what we're doing, then that's not what, you know, I don't enjoy this part. If I do this in the matrix, do I enjoy doing this? No, but I still do it, right? That goes back into the discipline. Like everyone does what they do not like to do every single day when it comes to a job, most of the time. And being able to just take that and apply it to self, right? And that's it. Whatever this process is, I don't know if people know this, but I do not like being in the forefront at all. I thrive right here. You don't ever have to see me and none of the works that I'm doing ever. I do not like being in the forefront. But this is I know that this is an important thing, and the challenge that comes with that is only going to make me greater. And you know, it's not a shy thing. I don't really like people. So I don't really I like to just be in the back in the corner in the shadow and just observing and making plays back there. But you know, once a call was made, once the great Saba made a call, and that was it, you know. This is what needs to happen. So regardless if I like it or not, I know that's what needs to be done for me to evolve. So it's a beautiful thing, and yeah, I'm just very excited for the House of ATTON and what we're doing, where we're headed, you know. And yeah, the proper tones are always going to be reflective in the foundation of what we're doing, and allowing the stories to become literal living Seba'it guidance for the ones who are able to observe after. It's just beautiful. So yes, Uncle Djed Sdm to all of the great Meru, all of the great supporters of the House of ATTON, Hotep, Or Marie, great love to you all. And yeah, to everyone who's putting in that work. And also dua for everyone who has reached out about wanting to find ways to assist the House of ATTON. Minty Hotep, VRI, Nefer Nature J, as you all will be receiving some emails from me within the next couple weeks or so, as I want to make sure that everyone is just have to make sure certain things are in alignment first. So Tua for everyone who reaches out and wants to assist the House of ATTON in our growth. Much dua to you all for that. And yeah, Uncle Djed Sdm, you know, find where each of us can examine, as the great brother just taught on today, and find where that challenge needs to be placed within an accountability system outside of self. And then that's one of the beginning process of the no excuse mentality, is when you put yourself in position of responsibility outside of you. Only you have to hold yourself accountable. So Uncle Djed Sdm, and let's share the screen here. Let's transition over. All right, there we are. And let's go here. Okay. All right, here we are. So we'll start with the great brother Nukpu, who sends in 333 for Hotep, Orsin, Nefer, Neter, Djed, Uncle Djed Sdm, Mary Ma'at, Kesbet, Ib, Dua, and the wing, which is a Medu word I was just looking at, Abut. Abut, which also means the colorful wing of Heru Bahutet. But here is a Hechet wing, a white one. So 333. And he also sends in 333 for Hotep or Aut, Per Aten, Shemsu, Nachiru, Uncle Djed Sdm Ma'at. Of course, Hinu to the great Nukpu. Tua for your consistency, your support, great brother. And for being a great Keru of the House of ATTON, Orsin, Uncle Djed Sdm to you, Mary Ma'at. And we have Amun and Amunet, who sends in $10 for Tua Orsin to Djed for your movies. Hotep Marie. Hotep Marie. All right. Hotep and Marie to Amun and Amunet. Uncle Djed Sdm to both of you. Tua for all of your support, your consistency as well, and staying focused. Let's see. All right, here we are with Minty Hotep, who sends 333 for Per, Ankh, Ma'at, Nefer, Medu, and a candle. Tua to the great Minty Hotep, as her name, her Ren is perfect for the frequency that she is. So Tua, great Sanet for being Minty Hotep, Uncle Djed Sdm. And next we have the great brother Fix, Hush Nation, who sends in 666 for Dua, Djed Sdm Maa, consistently echoing ancestral artifacts, dropping these bombs every week. Hotep, my brother. Uncle Djed Sdm, to the great Fix, to our great brother for your consistency as well, for your Pekka Mku, and Uncle Djed Sdm. And the last support that I seen as I checked is from the great Robert E. Williams Jr. 2072 for Djed becoming Djed, Tua or Sin. Tua or Sin. Yes, Hinu to you, great brother, Robert E. Williams Jr. for your consistency, great brother, and yeah, for whatever work that you're doing to be able to still be here consistently and supporting the way that you do and these classes, and yeah, Hinu to you for that. May you continue to be successful in that, as well as all of the great Meru of the House of ATTON here for this particular class. So Uncle Djed Sdm, Uncle Djed Usir, ATTON. To the great Meru of the House of ATTON. Let's give them a round of applause.
Never everything is beautiful in life.
You have no way of life, but you've mastered the earth. You've mastered the shape of the earth, but you look like the shape of the Michelin Man.
Hey man, shouts out to everybody, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate Nukpoo. Appreciate you, great brother, Yaib. Tua to you, great brother. Tua to Hush Nation. Tua to Minty. Tua to Robert Williams. Definitely appreciate the wonderful heka'u that flows around this wonderful Aut, the House of ATTON. Tua to you all, man. I appreciate you all most definitely. And hey, like I said, man, we moving forward. And I appreciate y'all once again. What's up?
All right, Uncle Djed Sdm, houseofatton.org. And yeah, we shall continue to keep moving forward. Dua to all the great brothers as you see here on the panel, for the consistency, for the communication, and for you great brother, what you put in this this class here, this primordial vision here, and your teachings on leadership, and showing people what that means and what that looks like. Because a lot of times it can get confused within the matrix of the Isfet. So Tua for showing that, being a great example, and a Tefrim Kima'at as well, great brother. Tua to you, and of course Hinu to the great Sabatahuti for being the Tepi, primary Pa'ut leading example of what a Netter living today is. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So Tua to all the Karu of the House of ATTON. For those who want to become a part of the membership, houseofatton.org, you can join there. Ma'at fundamental classes will resume as usual starting next week. And Tua for everyone's patience in that, as I'm currently in a transitional period. So Tua, and those are available for all of the Karu, for those of you who may miss them. So you can reach out to me to receive the teachings on the Sebai that is in public, and especially going into the medu of every sebai. So reach out, Karu, and yeah, hinu to all the Mer, the great supporters and those who raise up the House of ATTON. Be on the lookout. There's some great things coming in April, and yeah, it's that time. The time is upon us. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I'll conclude with that. And yeah, just again, hinu to you, great brother Djed, for this, for your vulnerability, for your accountability, for your examination, for keeping record on the way and sharing it with us. So tua very much. Sekim arit murder ka'a simu hatu natiru pert intetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my ka. May the hearts of the natiru lead me. I come forth in peace.
Peace and love. Appreciate you, great brother Ani. Tua for the challenge of always being in the forefronts. showing that wonderful leadership, great brother. Definitely appreciate you. Shouts out to the wonderful brother, AFFIRMATION Maa. Appreciate you too as well, great brother. I know you're focused and juggling everything, man, making it happen. Tough already in the lab working on his. As y'all see, it don't stop. It's a consistent rotation to battle a pep and do what is necessary to contribute to the Pekka Mku, right? To contribute to what my art looks like and representing the Natiru. So shouts out to our Sabatahuya Monhotep Ra, him and his wonderful Aoud, him and his Naterts. To just everybody in the chat, everyone who showed love and support. Y'all definitely know that it means everything to me for the reciprocity energy and just granting us with your attention, especially everybody who's watching the future as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a seat with us at the House of ATTON. Come hang out here with us and let us show you what my art looks like and what that love is and how respectful things are here. So to everybody, shouts out to him, Matt, Gabriella. Y'all know hey, I put them photos in the video. I was like, oh, she I was like, hey man, she about to make sure it all look gourmet now. Like she didn't know nothing about that. That was just some like, I was like, man, look, I gotta make sure people see what I'm eating, what I'm doing. And I was like, man, presentation could have looked a little better on my end. I just kind of some of it, I took it out the refrigerator and I'm like, bam, that's for tomorrow. So I'm just like, she probably ain't gonna let me slide now. She probably about to make sure she on every single photo of the food. But shouts out to her, man. Just keeping our out, man, supporting my Djed and just all the love. So shouts out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you all rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rises and shines forevermore Ma'at. I am Djed Sdm Maa, Hen Pau Kuf, everybody in the Tiru, Uncle Djed Sdm, Hotep Anu, Nefer Upesh. You low, tough. Yeah, super low.
What about now? Is it low? Is it low still? Mic check.
You gotta hit them. What do you say on Hustle and Flow? Cut them fans.
Oh, and two out to Djed for letting us know that's Gabriella's plate, sustenance. Two out for that.
Hey man, she be cooking it up for me. So yeah, you gotta get a cook that reciprocity, man.
Yeah, y'all know when I went out there for the pathways this past year, you know, I had to go ride out, go up in the mountains, great brother up in the sticks. Had to get some of that great Gabriella cooking. So he's fully my aunt when he talks about that. So she don't play. Hotep Atef, mic check.
Mic check, can you hear me?
No, you sound real far.
Still far? What about now?
Yeah,
there you go. Just keep that.
Yeah, just keep that. Go ahead and keep that there. We just had to deal with the noise. It's okay.
Man, I don't know what's going on. My fan is off. Anyway. This is a great class, great brother. Two up for that. I do hear a hissing in the background. I don't know what it is. But yeah, this was great, bro. Two up for your NEFA class. And you know, two up to your family, great brother, for taking care of you and allowing you to be here with us. And support definitely Hinu to our great master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amaho Tebra. Definitely gotta give a Hinu to my great brothers, Ani, Pataha, Tahuti, and definitely give a big ma'at to the great brother, Djed Sdm Maa and his Aout. Yeah, great brother, this was phenomenal. Definitely, man, I stay in the lab, man. It's a process, man. It's never, this is like, I don't have no days off, just put it like that. Even though I'm traveling, I'm still working on stuff and still piecing it together and, you know, doing what I can, you know, just showing forth, man. And this was great because it definitely motivates me and keeps me inspired, because a lot of times, you know, the doubt can seep in, like, you know, am I gonna be finished? Am I gonna be ready? Even like right now, I'm like, we are like, we're on a different time schedule now, so I'm producing it quicker than I normally would. And you know, it's no doubt and no fear in my mind. I had one little smidget of, man, am I gonna be done by Sunday? And then I'm just like, well, I'm gonna be done tonight, even though I probably won't, but I'm gonna work on it anyway. And you know, but the point is to not make excuses. The point is to keep moving, put the boat in the water where you at, you know, take baby steps. And you know, for me, it's about building a cake off crumbs. You know, I'm gonna bake a whole cake off crumbs. I'm gonna put mine together little by little. I'm gonna get these buttons together. I'm gonna get this equipment right. You know, and I'm gonna get my presentation. It's gonna be ready when it's time. So, you know, no doubt. I introduced no doubt into my mind. Like you said, repeat your affirmations in the mirror. It does something differently when you do that. When you, like you said, you hear it, see it in real time, or all at the same time. So. Yeah, this was a great class, man. So two out to you, great brother. Two out to your journey. And, you know, with that, we'll end with the same way we began, with our NEFA affirmation. A Hotep Hinu to all the supporters, everybody in the chat, everyone that comes out and shows us support. I know I don't know what I'm doing, so I appreciate y'all support. Y'all keep me moving. Y'all keep me going. For real. So, yeah, to you, y'all know I'm a baby. I be seeing in the chat, they be talking about I'm not no baby. Man, I'm an embryo, bro. That's it. I can't even get my sounds working right 100%. But we still here though. I still show up though. I ain't making no excuses. With that, we'll end the same way we began with our NEFA affirmation. From today's teachings, Tahotep, if you are among leaders in charge of the guidance of the many, search thyself for every flaw thoroughly, until there exists in your comportment no fault. Great is Ma'at and ever at the ready. Unki and Ma'at, Un and S, Nintet or Set and Ma'at, Min Hapapet and Ma'at, Her and Huqe, Per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Come join us, House of ATTON, Teachers in the Tiru. Back to the source. We the original Axemen.
They don't want to do that part. That's the part they don't want to do, because that part takes discipline. So they don't want to do that part. You have no way of life, but you've mastered the earth. You've mastered the shape of the earth, but you look like the shape of the Michelin Man.
How come somebody didn't write Jesus a letter when he was feeding the 5,000? How come they ain't sent a letter home? Well, what email was they going to use?
Some of y'all think I'm an alien, but I'm really human. Okay, I'm a person just like you guys are.
You're watching me, but you don't want to admit you're watching me. This is great. I know exactly who you are.
Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting rezo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, Fred had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of states effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling, forcefully holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.